Okay, so I think when we do our, where was it? When we move into the new scale, I was kind of thinking we bring this other instrument in here. I don't know what automation. And this is sort of like it sounds pretty terrible right now, but I think once we put some filters on that, that'll give sort of a different feel to that lead melody as we transition. It doesn't have to be that loud for sure. Alright. I'm not entirely happy with how that sounds. I thought it was pretty cool when I first brought that in, but we'll figure out the rest of it. Okay, cool. So let's save that as is, and now I'm going to bring in, well, actually, I'm going to set up my track stacks. So we've got a track stack for each of these drum kits because they're producer drum kits, so we won't be able to do much with them. But what we can do is we can create a bass stack here, and we want to use a summing stack, and let's put a little bass icon in there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So wait, we create the stack and we want a summing stack, we deselect, and then we add the bass icon like so. Cool. Alright, so we know that's going to be our bass tracks. And then here, these ones, these are going to be our lead. I guess we just call them synth tracks. Alright, I'll just call this lead, and then that's more of a pad track. So here we can put this as why not? Okay, and then right. So that's just gonna organize those tracks slightly before we bring in the audio tracks from Guitar Pro. And as I said, a lot of like audio producers will probably crucify me for doing this, but I kind of like to layer it because I don't have enough time to find all the different instruments and sounds I like. And okay, so we want to create new tracks. Also, that stems from one project. Actually, before we do that, I want to bring down my my tempo automation, and as you can see, all of these automations come in incorrectly from the MIDI. So what we want to do is here we're supposed to be going. I really don't like how, oh my god. I really don't like how logic handles tempo. That's my one right logic. Like, oh my god, how difficult are you making this? Okay, don't think we need this. Don't need the signature. Okay, maybe if we zoom in a little bit, we can get this to work. Okay, so we're going up to 90. There we go. And we want that to be down like that. And then this. So you can see here, it's removed that data from the MIDI file and forgotten that we're doing a transition. I find it really frustrating because you have to manually fix this. And even though we fix it here, it's not going to match exactly. So we're going to have to be careful. Alright, so we bring that up there. And then I think our final bar, we just did. Or was it? No, actually it was the 75. Let's just check that in Guitar Pro. Oops. So 75, 93 to 83, right? Cool. Alright. So that's fixed the tempo import from the MIDI file. And you can see there's not really a lot happening in the tempo. Basically, the intro we pick up slightly before the first chorus. And that is there. Then we go down slightly during the bridge to prepare for the verse. We then go back up for the chorus. We drop quite significantly when we change scale, and we play the new scale, even the chorus of the new scale, quite slowly. And then for the final chorus in the new scale, we pick up back to the original speed before ending. Okay. We're not doing great for time, I'll be honest, but I'm explaining a lot, so. Alright, so now we've got that tempo in place. It's going to help us when we drag these tracks in. So if we drag these tracks in at 1, we want to create new tracks. And I can't remember this option. All selected files are stems from one project. I guess that they are. They're all one thing. Hello, cat peasant. How are you doing this fine day? Good to see you back. Yeah, good. We're just working on our theme song. And then I've been doing some graphic design last night, and I've got an idea. I want the game to be purple, pink, and neon green. Like really terrible 80s colors, but I'm gonna start working on the visual design after lunch. Okay, so now that we've got our tracks, oh, I forgot to name this, call this lead. So now this allows us to drag in those values, and let's just zoom into our first bar, and you can see there's a little bit of a delay on that audio. So what we wanted to do is we're not I'm trying to remember where the snap is. Snap. Okay, so I'm going to turn snap off, right? And I'm just going to drag all of these tracks to this location. Before I do that, I'm going to need to add some space in my playhead. So we grab this here and we just drag it out. Right. We've now got some zero space. And then if I scroll here into this first little instant, that will allow me to drag this note to here, right? And let's listen to the piano. In fact, that piano, yeah, let's just listen to the piano and figure out if those are in time. Yeah, retro wavy. Hopefully. I don't normally write this style of music, but I mean, given the visuals of the game, I don't think I've got a choice. Like, I have to do it this way. Okay, so here we're seeing a little bit of a gap with these notes. I wonder if we want it to be more like this. And then, yeah, it's starting to feel like the tempo is still not quite correct, right? Oops, I shouldn't have moved that the other tracks. So I think there is a way. I can't remember. I think it's by grouping these. We can select them all at once somehow. I think it's on the region, right? Yeah, this is one thing I always struggle with is something to do with the tempo.